Thanks. Up next, we have a sneak preview of the Fishamble production called Outrage. And here we have Jim with us to tell us a little bit more about the production. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks so much, Aileen. It's a real pleasure to be here, and we're delighted in Fishamble to be a part of Accenture's International Women's Day event and to share a short excerpt from Outrage by Deirdre Kinahan with you. The play is set 100 years ago, and it's inspired by the real life testimonies of women who were involved in the War of Independence and the Civil War, and I suppose inspired by the fact that very often their crucial and integral involvement hasn't been documented or recognised as much as it should be. So we have come from rehearsals with our scripts in our hands, and we're going to read a short piece from the play, and it's about two sisters, Alice and Nell, and Alice's husband PJ. They've all been involved in the War of Independence and in the Civil War, but the point we see them at in the play is just after the War of Independence. There's been a truce while the treaty is being negotiated, and Alice asks Nell to come and visit her in Kells, and it's read by Katrina Ennis, by Laura Murray and by Nisha Dunbar.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What is it? Is there something wrong?
No.
So why did you telephone? You know I don't trust this bloody thing.
Because I was wondering, and PJ was wondering, would you not think of coming down to us for a visit?
What?
To Kells.
Jesus, Alice, what on earth would I be doing in Kells?
It's a grand little town.
Well, I'll take your word for it, but I've no business in it.
Haven't you a sister in it?
What's wrong with you? Are you all right?
Yes.
And is PJ all right?
He's grand. He's grand.
The baby?
Coming soon.
I know that. Isn't it Christmas, you said?
Yeah, Christmas. It's just I want to see you. Oh God, come down to us, Nell. There's lovely walks by the river here and great dances.
Dances? Sure, I've no interest in dances.
Well, we could play cards then. Or there's a picture house in Navan.
What are you talking about?
Or PJ's brother has a horse. You've always wanted to go on a horse.
I did, actually. I always wanted to go on a horse.
Come down, will you now, please? I'm getting big as a house, and the people here are lovely, but it's not the same. What with PJ working all hours, and I'm just dying to hear all about Dublin. Will you not come down and just see me through the birth? Please. I miss you. I miss everything now.
What could I do? My mother couldn't go down because she still had nippers of her own and me dad to contend with. So I put my bicycle on the train and headed down to Alice's grand little town.
You're welcome, Nell.
And you're getting fat, Mr. PJ Riley.
Sweet as ever, I see.
You're glad to be home then?
I am.
Where's Alice?
I didn't want her to be dragging herself out in the rain. She's got a right bump on her now.
Has she? I still can't imagine Alice.
She's in good form, though. So delighted with you coming down.
I'll be happy to see her myself. I brought her a coffee slice out of Bewley's.
Her favourite.
I know. So, how's the training going?
What training?
Training, PJ. I presume you're out with the young bucks?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Look, there's not too much call for action round here, Nell. Never wasn't. Sure, isn't it over now? They're negotiating to finish in London. We're all enjoying the bit of quiet.
Quiet? So you're telling me you're not out training?
Not regular.
Jesus.
What is this? An inquisition? Am I trying to get a bit of business going?
A business? What's got into you, PJ? Don't you know that it's touch and go with the negotiations? This truce could fail and then we'll all be back in combat in weeks.
I hope not.
For God's sake, who's the CEO in the town?
Would you not be more concerned about your sister?
Alice is grand, isn't she? She said she was grand when she telephoned Mrs. Woods.
She's looking forward to seeing you, Nell. But she's been baking since morning.
Baking? Alice?
Look, can we not just play at being civilians?
Why would we want to do that?
At least until the baby comes. Will you stay until the baby comes?
I said I would, didn't I?
But the baby
James.
barely turned his sweet face to the world when the treaty between Lloyd George and Ireland was announced.
Then all hell broke loose.
All hell.
All hell. I don't know what to think. I mean, what exactly is a free state?
Well, whatever it isn't a republic.
They're calling it a stepping stone.
Is that what my brothers died for? A stepping stone? Some class of a half promise?
Nell, we need to give it a chance.
Give what a chance exactly? I can see little or no detail.
Sure, the ink is barely dry on it.
Well, Collins and the boys better stay where they are till they get Lloyd George to sign up to what we've all been fighting and dying for. An Irish republic.